Hello everyone, Brandon Lee with Virtualization How To, and coming to you with a technical video overview of how to use Windows PowerShell with Ansible. Ansible is a very robust configuration management platform that is used extensively in the enterprise. Now, why would we want to extend Ansible with PowerShell? Well, both Ansible and PowerShell are very useful, robust tools in and of themselves in the enterprise. Ansible is powerful, provides a configuration management framework that you can use to perform repeatable, consistent automation from a configuration management perspective. PowerShell provides the power of Windows scripting that allows you to easily perform many configuration tasks in a very easy way. Ansible can simply consume those PowerShell scripts or commandlets in a way that allows it to connect to and deliver those to your Windows host. You can think of Ansible as the vehicle to deliver the PowerShell scripts to Windows hosts effectively. Now, we all know that PowerShell is built into Windows as of any recent version of Windows that most likely is still running in the enterprise. It's by default there, it's easily accessible and can be used for various tasks and purposes. And so this combination gives you more options in your environment. Now, how do we run PowerShell with Ansible? Well, primarily there are three modules that we want to mention: the win_PowerShell module, win_command, and win_shell. Win_PowerShell seems to be one of the easiest, as you can just simply copy and paste scripts from what I have found easily into an Ansible playbook, and it just seems to work. Win_command and win_shell are also both options that you can use. Win_shell is the oldest of the three, and perhaps, as mentioned in the Ansible documentation, there are some security things that go along with win_shell that you might steer away from it as opposed to the other modules. So just keep that in mind, but all three are valid in delivering PowerShell to your Windows host. Now, what are the requirements? Well, in my last video that I will post a hyperlink to in the description for this video, you need WinRM and Kerberos dependencies. And in that video that I am referencing that I just posted, I step you through in a detailed way how to set up Kerberos for Active Directory authentication in your Ansible environment from your control node to communicate with Windows hosts. It intimidates some when they think about setting up Kerberos and dependencies, but in all honesty, it's not that difficult. And as I show in the video, it's just a few requirements, a couple of text files you edit, and you should be up and running with Kerberos authentication. Now, there's a community-supported PowerShell script for configuring your Windows host for Ansible communication. Configure remoting for Ansible, and it's a PS1 PowerShell script. Again, I'll post the link for that in the description for this video, but easily download it and ran on a Windows host to get you up and running. The other requirements include Ansible inventory file and an Ansible playbook. Now, those are just basic Ansible requirements. Inventory file housing the servers you want to connect to. Your playbook is actually the YAML file that will get ran against your Windows host, and that playbook file is what contains your Ansible modules. So let's take a look and see how we can easily run PowerShell scripts using Ansible targeting a Windows host. So as you can see, I am logged into my Ansible control node. So we're going to take a look and see if we have a ticket, which I believe these are old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start fresh with Kerberos tickets. So what we're going to do is we're going to initialize, we're going to use the administrator account, type the password, and so we have a fresh ticket that is verified. So let me clear this out. Now what we want to do is we're going to target a Windows Server 2022 box that I have stood up, as you can see here, Win22 Ansible. And what I'm going to do for a simple test is we're going to use a PowerShell script to create a folder on the root of C. And I just want to demonstrate how easily this can you can use Ansible to interact with Windows. Now, I already have the Windows host configured to communicate correctly with WinRM via the config Ansible script that was detailed in the beginning of the video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to minimize this. So the first thing we want to do is we want to check and make sure we have connectivity to our Windows Server 2022 box. So I'm going to, I have a, first of all, let me do this just so you guys can see. Tory.yaml. So I have a Windows Server 2022 host name, as mentioned, under VMs. So this is the inventory file, and I have, as you can see, the server that we're going to interact with is under the group or the role name of VMs. So I'm going to quit out of that, clear again, and let's make sure that we can talk to the VMs group, which literally just has the single server. I'm going to do win_ping. And so what the win_ping is a specialized Ansible command that essentially goes out and sees if it can connect to the WinRM port. So if you get the success as we see here on screen, then we can be confident that we know that the Ansible control node can communicate with the target Windows server. So now what I want to show you guys is I have a run PowerShell.yaml file. I'm going to show you guys the contents of the file. So as you can see here, I have the win_PowerShell module, and actually the full name is ansible.windows.win_PowerShell. And it begins with the script designation. So you got the script, the colon, and we've got the pipe, and then on the new line we have new item, giving it a path, naming the folder, and then we are detailing that it is a directory that we want to create. So literally, as you can see, once you have this portion of the syntax, you can literally just copy and paste. If you have a PowerShell script with multiple lines even, and it will run with using the win_PowerShell module. So let's break out of this and clear again, and we're going to now run the playbook. And to run a playbook, you always use Ansible-playbook. And we're going to give it the inventory file, and we're going to give it the run PowerShell.yaml, and give it 1V for verbosity for output. Actually, let me step that up, and we'll see what we get. So we're going to run the script, or the playbook. And as you can see, we have a successful connection, and we have some output here. And actually, Well, I realized I was out of frame there on the video. So I just paused the video briefly so you could see the output in a non-truncated way where you can actually see what the result was. So as you can see, it always gives you a play recap. So we successfully connected. We changed one entry, so that is our Ansible PowerShell script that we ran. And now let's look at the proof that we actually did what we thought we were going to do. And there you have it. So we have a test folder creation created via this PowerShell Ansible playbook. So as you can see, we successfully created this test folder creation. It is indeed a directory, and we did that using PowerShell. So pretty cool functionality. Just wanted to give you guys this technical overview of how you go about running PowerShell scripts, Windows PowerShell scripts, using Ansible as the vehicle to deliver those scripts. And powerful how Ansible can enable this functionality using the framework that you already have in place for configuration management. So once again, Brandon Lee here. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content of the videos you're seeing so far, and like the video. Share any comments that you have regarding Ansible or any other thoughts or ideas that you have based on what we've shown in the video. And I will see you guys down the road.